citing high import duties and what he calls obnoxious non-monetary trade barriers. US President Donald Trump announced a steep 25% tariff on Indian goods. But that's not all. He's also announced an additional penalty, blaming India's continued reliance on Russian military hardware and energy imports. Donald Trump is mincing no words when it comes to India and Russia.
Prime Minister Modi is a friend of mine, but they don't do very much business in terms of business with us. They sell a lot to us, but we don't buy from them. You know why? Because the tariff is so high. They have one of the highest tariffs in the world. Now, they're willing to cut it very substantially, but we'll see what happens. We're talking to India now. We'll see what happens. It doesn't matter too much whether we have a deal or whether we charge them a certain tariff.
In a fiery Truth Social post, Trump criticized India for imposing some of the highest tariffs globally while continuing to purchase weapons and oil from Russia, despite international calls, according to him, to end the war in Ukraine. He's frequently taken aim at India over trade issues, famously dubbing India as the Tariff King.
Countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%.
Before we get into the details, let's break it down for you and explain what exactly is a tariff. Tariff essentially is tax on imported goods. It's a tax that a government puts on goods that come from another country. Tariffs are typically charged as a percentage of the price that a buyer pays a foreign seller. So, for example, a 25% tariff on a $10 product would mean an additional $2.5 charge. So, why are these tariffs charged? Well, by raising the price of imports, tariffs can protect homegrown manufacturers. Governments may impose tariffs for several reasons: to raise revenues, to protect domestic industries, to protect domestic consumers, and also to protect national interests. Tariffs can hurt foreign countries by making their products pricier and harder to sell abroad. Foreign companies might have to cut prices, sacrifice profits to actually offset the tariffs and try to maintain their market share. Now, the immediate economic impact of the tariffs is likely to be sharp and sector-specific. Automobiles, auto parts, steel, aluminium, smartphones, electronics, marine products, gems, jewelry, several food categories. They'll all bear the brunt of the 25% import duty. The tariff move also comes against the backdrop of a persistent trade imbalance between India and America. Bilateral trade between the two nations touched around $130 billion in 2024. So in 2024, the US imported approximately $87.4 billion worth of goods from India. India's imports from the US, on the other hand, stood at around $41.8 billion, leaving Washington with a trade deficit of $45.7 billion. So what's happening with the trade deal? Well, over the last month, Trump has also concluded deals with the UK, Indonesia, the Philippines, Japan, South Korea, and the European Union. India and America have held several rounds of negotiations for a trade deal over the past few months. 5 rounds of talks have taken place. A 6th round is slated to take place in August end, when a US team will actually be visiting India. Experts expect some respite once the two countries thrash out a comprehensive trade agreement.